Your new suit? Nice new suit.
Tuesday, we're going to go to Taylor's. Certification.
Keep refreshing. There we go.
Okay. You know that song, right? It's beginning to look a lot like this. Okay. So welcome. This is pre-training day 1 of the tape seminar here, December 10th, 2015. So Luke, this is Luke's first time for the training observation. You were here last week. So if you remember, one of the exercises I say that everyone should do when you're watching training, an interview, it could be AT1, regardless of what you're watching, is to lay out what you're going to watch, what specifically to look for, then you watch it, and then you debrief. I think that's the best way to observe everything. So even if you're watching a video live, to me with technology, especially something like this, live video, it's the same. So what I want to do every day for the next 3 days, and some of you are joining later, some will be watching this video at a later time based on our agreement, is I want to lay out all the sections of the training. You could replace this with sections of the interview, sections of fill in the blank. I want to cover the objectives of each one. That's why you have the sheet. So what we'll reference is the objectives of training sheet for each day. Okay. And then I specifically am going to cover what to really look for and watch, so that you're not just watching and at the end I say, hey, what did you think? And everyone goes, oh, it was awesome. What did you learn? Oh, it was just great. Were you connected? And that just, it's a waste of time. So with that being said, I'm excited to cover day 1. This is almost directly from the sheet. So you've got the pre-training, that's when the reps come in. This is the opening comments, OCs, before the break. Opening comments after the break. Day 1 demo. What you cover after the demo. Distributing the manual. Teaching the presentation. It says here, through a shortened names and uses. So I know there are different schools of thought, but I'm going to give you today a shortened version where essentially I just want them, oh, we'll cover that. Short version of names and uses. Everything else is full. Names list talk, assignment, how to distribute the assignment and clarify the assignment. And then we'll do the pullback, which is the high flyer pullback, and then the star pullback, which is, we call that the pullback of the pullback, if you've heard that before. So far, so good? Okay, easy. So what to look for in the pre-training. This is the order, and I'm gonna run training today on the video as if I were a branch manager, because there are certain things, with Daniel here as the PSM, like Daniel would normally introduce me and light up the training seminar and get the tempo going. And I'm gonna run it like I'm by myself today on the video, so that way you guys continue to watch this. But for the pre-training, this is more so the order. So when they come into the front, okay, I want them signing in to the sign-in sheet so we can get them marked off in Vector Live. Then the BWKY, I don't know why, yeah, the acronym, Better We Know You sheets. Sorry. So the Better We Know You sheets, they can start filling those out in the bullpen. If you're in a normal office where you don't have a waiting room, you just have them fill it out in the training room with music going on the whole time, tempo. What music?
Maroon 5 Station.
Well, for us, Maroon 5 Station. Why? Because it's the same. It's going to be the same music as what?
The lobby assistant.
From what event? What was the last event we saw that at? Interview. So whatever music you're playing the interview, you want to create the same consistency. Okay. So Better We Know You sheets. At the same time, I like to play. I actually like to do it like this. Okay. Better We Know You sheets. I like to have conversations with the representatives using the sheets to connect, building rapport, trying to analyze what they're really looking to get a lot out of. My conversations with them are, hey, Gavin, so it looks like, so tell me about you. Now, I would say that because I haven't interviewed them, but most likely you've interviewed these people. So it's, hey, good to see you again. Hey, remember from the interview you were talking about soccer? Yeah, tell about your club team. That's why you run the interviews is so important, because it'll be consistently, you're able to say in the post-interview, Gavin, hey, I'm so super rushed here, but I'm excited to hear more about your orchestra when you come in for training. Welcome to the team, and make sure you bring it up, right?
That's so
okay.
awesome.
So conversations. So this is all going on at the same time. Sign in, Better We Know You sheets, and conversations. Then, whether you do it in a large group or you do it one by one, for the size of training today, it's okay. I think less than 10, you can do it all at once. I do the cutting clinic. Okay. Once they're done the cutting clinic, I announce how and why they should have a Cutco notebook. Okay. Then then I'll do a mix and mingle, and then we start. Okay. So the top things to look for in training today during the pre-training, okay, is how am I building rapport and connecting during these 5 steps. And Daniel, for you, you're just going to want to make sure that as I'm preparing, okay, so if I'm preparing the pilot for Jeff's training, how is this set up, and this is in the right order. Okay. I want you to see how I teach the cutting. Sometimes we overcomplicate it, and sometimes we don't even make it. Sometimes we don't give enough detail. So I want you to watch how I prefer it. Okay. I want you to watch how it should be consistent from the training, and the whole time I'm building confidence. Okay, and that's what this combo is: connection. Okay, what's in it for them? That's WIFT. What's in it for them? There's a ranking on the Better We Know You sheets that says, in order, which ones are you most excited about? Income, advancement, recognition, and what? Income, advancement, recognition, and experience. So if I have a guy, Luke, who puts number 1, income, it's like, okay, so money's a big factor. Tell me why. I want to know. I want to have that conversation. So later in training, when I'm talking about money, I'm going to look right at Luke, who wants a lot of money. When Daniel says, I want to help experience number 1, and we're talking about experience, when I get to the experience part of training, I'm going to look right at Daniel, and these are little things that will help me connect throughout training. So connection, what's in it for them? So you want to find out their rankings and talk about that. And then also, I want to set the tone. And this is something assistants and you guys can do while you're here watching training. Set the tone. Hey, Gavin, I know Mr. Gamble is really excited to have you. Or, hey, Gavin, I'm really excited to have you in training. Do you mind if I give you a couple of tips so you can get more out of training? And what are the 3 things we always want to instill in the beginning? Anyone know?
Take notes while we're
Yeah, you really take a lot of notes. But ready? It's really easy. That's the thing. It's really easy. Okay? It's really easy. Make sure you participate, because taking notes is relative. I haven't covered wax on, wax off. So participate. It's really easy and fun, and you build up the trainer. Hey, Gavin, I think Mr. Gamble is really excited to have you. Can I give you a couple tips? Yeah. Training is really easy, by the way. Start with it. Training's really easy. You're here because we know Mr. Gamble can train you. 2, just participate. You'll get a lot more from it. And then number 3, Mr. Gamble's awesome. Just listen to what he tells you to do. That's it. That's how you want to set up. Now, what if it's yourself? It's kind of hard to talk about yourself, but not really. Hey, Luke, we're excited to have you. Can I give you a couple tips for training? Yeah, I knew from the interview you'd be great, so I want to give you a couple things. Number 1, participate a lot. Okay, so I'll talk in a little bit about taking notes and participating, but it helps me run a better training. Can I count on you for that? Awesome. Agreement made. Okay, and also training is really easy, so relax. I wouldn't put you in this training. I wouldn't have selected you, Gavin, if I didn't think you'd do well. And then number 3, I'm really good at this, so just let me do my thing. I'm confident in training you, so just let me do my thing. Okay, I'll stop there. So far, so good. What to look for? Questions? Clarification? Okay, 2 opening comments. I want you to watch a couple things. I want you to see how I incorporate 10-80-10 right at the beginning. 10% of you are nervous. 10% of you just give me the damn knives. 80% of you, I start at the first paragraph of training. Second thing, okay. I want you to see how I use the room to set up fast start, and use the room to set up max, and use the room to set up standards of expectation. And use the room to set up fast start contests. Use the room to set up PRs. Those are the most important things. The rest, it's extra, but they still go around the room. Add to list, Daniel, meeting the map in the back for virtuals. Opening comments after the break. Okay, also, and then watch how I set the tone. Watch how we set the tone for training through the opening comments. Okay, from what we expect from you, what you can expect from us, and objectives of training. That's what the opening comments is. Welcome, introduction, what we expect from you, what you expect from us, keys to success, break. After the break, and Daniel, you've run training a few times. Do you know what after the break is? There's really one main component of the opening comments after the break.
That's after the demo, correct?
No, before the demo, after the break. Anyone know?
Active versus passive.
First 10 day.
Yeah, first 10-day walkthrough and then after demo.
That's it.
Yeah.
So our first 10-day walkthrough. The active learning, that's in this part here. That's actually here. Active learning before 10 to 10. The demo, okay. Easy. I'll put down manual, use the manual. Okay. And then I'll put down what they are going to do. Doesn't make sense to show an advanced presentation with all these things that aren't in the manual. You want them to see, this is Luke Maseko. We started 2 weeks ago. I was watching training on the treadmill last night. Holy smokes. It was your trainer.
Hey, buddy. Right?
And I was talking about Marquise. I was like, yeah, Marquise and Coral Glades kids. Okay. Charles, I referenced
Yeah.
Charles. Camilla. Okay.
The throwback. Steven came by.
Yeah. Camilla stopped by in the beginning. Steve.
Yeah.
Okay. So mix and mingle. I'm sorry. They want to see you want them to see a presentation that they're going to do. So if you're a branch, you're going to have to run the demo on your own, but don't do a fancy demo and don't do it with super eye contact. Do it like a dumbed down, not a dumb rep, a dumbed down presentation that they're going to be doing. They need to see that reading is okay. Okay. And if you have a new rep do it, prep them on that. Okay. Got it. I want you to know that throughout this entire thing are stop bys. Daniel, if you could resend me the WhatsApp that Karina sent a couple of days ago about the stop by order.
Yeah.
Just put it,
With the questions.
yeah, repost it on my WhatsApp. Then post demo. I want you to watch for how I set up 7 steps to a sale. No, I'll do it over here on the board. Right? 7 steps to a sale. Okay, manual. I just want you to see, okay, how I teach each section. Simple. It's all about the role play. That actually should be here, right? The manual, you can watch how I set it up if you want. That's fine. I want you to watch the when I don't role play until junk knives. The first role play is on junk knives, not the intro. And then when you watch, I do a short names and uses. All I want them to know are the nicknames. That's it. All I'm doing is, hey everybody, tonight you can review what to say, and we'll practice tomorrow when you come in early. All I want to do is give you the nicknames of each of the basic knives. That way it's fresh when they come in day 2. Lames list, everything. What are the remember the big 6 talks? How many big 6 talks are in day 1? Who remembers?
2.
2. Which ones?
Opening comments and names list.
Yeah. Want you to watch how I set the assignment, how I set the tone. Also, I want you to see how I set it up, not just the tone for 10-80-10, but how to address professionally. What does that mean? If you're not going to hit an assignment, if you have a problem,
Communication.
how to communicate, yeah. And then pull back, like literally there's a whole script for that. And I just want you to watch how I identify. This first pullback is top 50%. Doesn't matter if I have 4 people, that means I'll pull back 2. If I have 1 person, if I have a 2-person training, I'm pulling back 1 person. If I have a 1-person training, you cut them in half. Can't do that yet. Okay. The pullback of the pullback though, oh, I'm sorry, top 50%. Then I want you to watch how I set the tone for the assignment. And I just give a lot of positive recognition. The pullback of the pullback, the major difference is that I'm going to go more specific on the recognition. And I'm setting the tone for a 10K fast start. Okay?
The percentage for a second pullback?
Whoever, the top 2 to 5 people. Right? Top 2 to 5 people that I could see doing and going for a 10K fast start. And usually I base that based on demographics, their background, their income, their family, what they do, how hard they're willing to work. If they're a PR, it's a little bit more subjective than it is than the rest of the training. Okay. And then the WhatsApp stop bys when you're ready, Daniel. Every time you have someone stopping by, okay. I know in the pilot we have a sheet of paper that has the list of questions and things you can talk about. And if you're in a situation where you don't have a staff, it's hard to prep someone. It's hard to let someone know what to say when Jeff introduces you to the training group. But first of all, when you do a stop by and you introduce a rep, and hopefully we'll have some stop bys. Maybe we can even do a virtual stop by with Karina. You want to positively build up that person under the DM. Yes, quick question.
And then you answer it under the DM page.
I can already tell by your confusion what you're asking me. I'm a Jedi Knight. And Kylo Ren is Luke Skywalker. Remember I said that. So I'm going to positively build up the rep that you're introducing. I'm going to read it to me, Daniel, so I can just...
Yeah. What's your favorite thing about the job?
Favorite part about the job?
Favorite things about the product?
Uh-huh.
How many demos did you do first weekend? How did you focus on best 5?
Say it again.
How did you focus on best 5? Or I guess that's just it.
Mhm.
Okay. And if you could do anything differently, what would it be?
Mm-hmm.
What foods did you cut? And any advice?
Okay. So positive buildup of the rep, favorite part of the job, favorite part of the product. How many demos did you do first weekend? You reference best 5 and the importance of it. What would you do differently? What food did you cut? And advice. Same. Got it? So this is the pre-training workshop before day 1. Have a Merry Christmas. Any thoughts?